are kind of left to themselves, and then they go looking for jobs in Nairobi and in other places, and then they disappear. This is the only school in this region, in Nyatike division, boarding for girls.
Scuola di ragazze, boarding e scuola.
The Ivrea sisters run the clinics in the parishes where Passionists work in Nyanza province. The sisters help patients suffering from tuberculosis, leprosy and other diseases. The main challenge the sisters are facing is the lack of enough medical facilities and medicine.
Holy and leprosy, it is a kind of unique because not most of the places or the health facilities within Kenya deal with the leprosy.
Most of the patients who come to these clinics are poor and have no money to pay for their own medical services. Sometimes the sisters have to take these medical facilities and services to remote villages where they treat patients who cannot come to the clinics.
We have these mobile dispensaries, empty bottles, because some mothers bring their children to collect medicine and then maybe they have no bottles. So we have here vitamins, medicine for scabies. Then in this carton we have files and the weighing machine.
I file che il governo, insomma, I reporti che poi dobbiamo dare al governo.
And then in here is for throwing the syringes, cotton, and whatever dirty items. We don't leave them in the village, we carry them home to burn them.
E garze sporche le riportiamo a casa per bruciarle, non le lasciamo.
For Father Bolini in Karungu Parish, one way of dealing with poverty and orphanage challenge in his parish was his vision to open a vocational training center where he sponsors young orphan girls from poor families to learn tailoring skills.
I have now 45 girls, but every year 2020. I want to increase this program because I have many in my mission without possibility of school, secondary school or other course.
I came here because I like designing and making good quality clothes.
The girls learn how to design and make clothes using tailoring machines like this. A similar apostolate exists in Tonga Parish, where the Passionists have helped to establish a vocational training for young men to learn various skills in carpentry and welding. Here, they learn to produce windows and various medical products like these ones. The main challenge in this apostolate is mainly the lack of electricity in the village.
This work is good. If one is able to do this work, you can employ yourself. Today's world, it's important that each one knows how to be self-employed.
Work with women widows is also one of the apostolate of the Passionists in Kenya. They work with these women in order to empower them with skills for self-sustenance. The women come to pray together and discuss how they can support themselves financially. They do different activities like farming and selling of vegetables in the market. Father Leonard has a similar apostolate in the slum area of Kataka in Nairobi. He started a microfinance women group project to help single mothers and widows who are doing business but lack capital to expand. The primary goal of this ministry is to guide the women to expand in their businesses.
We formed a sort of merry-go-round and we moved from house to house to make these collections. Beyond here, we are thinking to start farming. We can plant sunflower and sell them.
For Father John Nyaga, the director of the Passionist Development Project, shares with us on how these projects came about.
There was a felt need that the congregation should put its resources together. So the office is overseeing all the projects that we have in the parishes. We are also dealing with programs that can help us be self-reliant.
I see the future of the Passionists missionaries in Kenya has a great hope, because we still get a lot of vocations for priesthood and brotherhoods.
In Africa, we have a lot of vocation boom, and we are facing the challenge on how to train them.
We have to really make people understand what suffering means in their life. They are convinced that suffering, it means that God is not on their side.
Passionists have been here for the last 35 years. It's a long story of struggle, the struggle with loving God people. Will you join us to keep this fire burning?